Alright, hello everyone. This is Scriddle number 11. I'm going to restart the browser to refresh the timer. Welcome. If this is your first time watching Scriddle being solved, I recommend watching Scriddle number 9, which is a video I uploaded yesterday. But yeah, we're going to solve a puzzle without knowing what the rules are. And we're going to guess what the solutions are, and then the game's going to tell us whether we were right or not. So, what have we got today? We've got a 6x6 grid with some letters in, 2 A's, 3 B's, 2 C's. We can click grid tiles that don't have the letter A in. So, you know, tempting to think, well, maybe we need like an A, a B, and a C in a region, but then we would have 1 B left over, so it doesn't feel like it's that. That said, I am just going to try and like quickly partition. Well, we can't partition because of these. This won't work. I mean, let's put that in and see what we get to. So, red rule broken, orange rule broken. Red rule looks to me like it's got to be one continuous line. So, I mean, what could it be? Could be like this. This doesn't really make much sense, but okay. Still breaks the red rule. All right. This breaks the green rule. This breaks the yellow rule. Okay, so yellow rule could be that there are sort of white regions that have more than 1 letter in. That could be the yellow rule, because we didn't break it the first time. Red rule is interesting though. Red rule makes me think... did all of it break? Yeah, okay, so red rule makes me think maybe we actually aren't allowed to have the boxes touch. Quite possible. Quite possible. So you've got to kind of like... Oh yeah, okay. I could see that actually. Maybe we need to like cordon off the letters without having the boxes touch, maybe. Okay, red rule looks good. Orange rule bad though. Orange rule very, very bad. So, this respects the orange rule. Interesting. This one does not. And nor do these. Kind of looks like the opposite of what I just said, huh? So this is fine with red. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Alright. So let's do some kind of group testing maybe. If we we'll put these next to each other, just 2 of them. We'll see how it feels about that. And then we'll put one that's kind of not touching at all. It does feel, the more I'm doing this, it does feel like maybe the objective is to cordon off letters. That definitely does feel like, which was the rule we broke before? Yeah, the yellow rule. That definitely does feel like what the yellow rule is. But this B and C, they really can't be cordoned off. So, I don't know. Yeah, that makes sense. Interesting. This breaks the yellow rule, but this didn't. Okay, that makes sense actually. Okay, so yellow rule is all letters need to be kind of reachable from each other. So we from any letter we need to be able to walk to all of the other letters, and only those letters, I think. What do we got here? Fine for green, fine for orange, interestingly. But this breaks the red rule. Now I think this might be one of these Scriddle situations where... So why doesn't the group in top right break the rule? What is special about that? Could be that it's a pair. What other info have we got? This respected it fine. This did not, this did. So could be that, yeah, you can't have like groups of more than 1 or 2 blocks together. Can't have a 3 because this is a 3. But I mean, that doesn't feel very interesting. That doesn't feel enough to build a puzzle around, you know. Also, if it were the case, I feel like we would have solved the puzzle by now. So there would have to be one here. There would have to be one here. Yeah, just it feels too easy. I think there's definitely I've missed something with it. Okay, now these aren't okay. Is it that they all have to be the same? If this is the answer, okay, that is that is wild. That was so. All right, I mean, let's find out what the rules are. So the size, okay, it was 2s. Letters have to be together, makes sense. Okay, so what this is there is a single shaded cell. So the way this one has worked, and I don't remember if this was the case with previous Scriddles because this kind of post-game rule analysis wasn't here before, but it's kind of interesting because I think if you were describing this game to someone, you wouldn't describe the rules this way, but lots of the rules have been broken down into kind of the less than and the greater than parts. So this one says multiple types of letter can't be together, and this one says all letters that are the same have to be together. This one says you can't have more than 2 cells next to each other, and this one says you can't have less than 2 cells next to each other. So obviously the way that this puzzle library works, it's just more convenient or makes more sense to break the rules up this way. That was a good one. This is the first example of a Scriddle where I have, I would say this felt more like narrowing down options rather than thinking about what the design of the puzzle was, if that makes sense. So in lots of the previous Scriddles, I've thought about like, oh, if I was designing this puzzle game, what would I make the rules? Whereas with this one, I was like, what's coming out here doesn't make sense to me as a designed puzzle game, but I did manage to feel my way towards it, and that was kind of cool. I like that. That was fun. Alright, thanks for watching. Go to scriddle.net and try it out yourself. Obviously you've seen the solution for this one, but there's plenty of others that you haven't. And yeah, let me know how you get on. Oh, before I finish, I put on some music in the background. I can't remember how well I mixed it, but this is an album by an artist called Hello Meteor, and the album is called 7 Hour Sunset, and it's really good. Yeah, cheers.